My pleasure to call to order the regular meeting of the Village of Cache Creek at 6 o'clock this June 2nd, 2024. There being no delegations, could I have a motion to adopt the minutes of the May 20th meeting as circulated?
So moved.
Second. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Is there any business arising from the minutes? Seeing none. Committee reports, economic development, Councillor Deibert.
Nothing new to report at this time.
Thank you. Budget and administrative services. We have the statement of financial information report from pages 9 to 50. I would move that Council authorize signing of the 2024 SOFI report as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. And the 2024 draft annual report, I would move the council direct staff to make recommended changes to the, whatever they are, to the 2024 draft annual report.
Second.
Any discussion?
I have one, we should.
One proposed change?
Yeah, one proposed change.
Yeah, perfect.
On
We
page
needed one.
59,
Of the
of
document
of
or
the
the-
document, I believe, that we list animal control. Yeah. That's, I have a question mark, animal control question mark.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Councillor Ranta?
There's a mention of communication policy, I think it's on the page.
Oh, in the summary of objectives and measures, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's page 71 of
Of the
the
PDF?
agenda, or
Okay,
page 20 of the report, something like that, does that make sense?
either works.
And I think it should say communication plan instead of communication policy, like, not that anybody really, it's not a big change, but I think it's a plan that we're developing.
And also I realized after I did a whole bunch of stuff in it, so the version, I've made some light design changes in terms of aesthetics for the document that I think will align better with the branding for the community. And then secondary to that, like this statement of objectives was using the wrong strategic plan from 2022. Thankfully I hadn't spent a lot of time on it, like it wasn't completely done. So there's going to be some changes and alterations to that. It's much more in depth, because as I was going through these, like I put it together in the agenda and I was like, I feel like it's missing a lot, like what am I missing? And then I reviewed and I was looking at the wrong document. And now since the SOFI's approved, it will be put as in the back. You may have noticed that right after that it said that everything past this page is not valid, it's from 2023. And that's why, because the SOFI wasn't adopted yet, so I can put that in as well. So the next version will have most of the same information, but there will be additional information and it's going to have a different look.
Thank you. Anything further? Seeing none, then on to bylaw and policy. Oh, have to vote? You're kidding.
On the recommended changes.
I think we already voted.
No.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. On to bylaw and policy review, Councillor Ranta.
Item number 1, bylaw number 6-009, zoning amendment 2025. I move the motion on the agenda, the council give first reading to bylaw number 6-009, zoning amendment 2025.
Second.
Discussion. Councillor Peters.
So this is just the first step and the whole process is contingent on MOTT's approval of
Mini horses.
mini horses.
Did I put Ministry of Transportation?
or whoever it is, sorry, I'm not quite there.
It's the Federal Ministry.
The federal ministry, but not aviation, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's contingent on their approval.
Mhm.
I don't disagree that it's a good idea to have somebody living up there because it's worked in well for us in the past. My
Yeah.
concern is sewer and water. But those would all have to be passed by Interior Health and or the building inspector as well, would they not?
Yeah, so all of that sort of stuff is involved in the building permit process.
Okay.
There is theoretically space for those things. It depends on the water quality, if it would pass Interior Health specifications for use. And then also with any sort of drainage, they would have to go through Interior Health to pass drainage requirements for the wastewater. Yeah, so this, the bylaw is really just dealing with the fact that they're looking to allow mini horses just on that one parcel.
Okay.
As far as, like, there's already provisions to allow for somebody to be up there and use the space. But they have to formally be approved as a caretaker, which in talking with the person that is applying for both this and the caretaker's application, there was some conversation and overlap there. The discussion was had, it made more sense doing this because if he doesn't get approved for this sort of stuff, it's probably going to change their plans otherwise. So no point in writing all that policy if there's a change of plans.
Thank you.
Remuneration, those kinds of things, the caretaker plan would be something in the future.
On the motion then to give first reading to bylaw 6-009, any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Public Works, Councillor Debert.
Nothing new to report at this time.
Healthcare and Protective Services, Councillor Ranta.
Nothing new to report.
Thank you. Emergency Management, Councillor Peters.
Nothing new to report, just for everyone to be very cautious with the dry, even though we've had some rain, it's still extremely dry. And the north is already having pretty big issues.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we stay safe down here.
Thank you. Parks and Recreation, Councillor Ranta.
Nothing new.
Landfill Advisory, we've got the post-closure care cost statement ending April 30th on page 101. I would move that we receive and file the report.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. DNRD and Intergovernmental Liaison. Councillor Peters has provided us with a report regarding the Silva Convention. I would move that we receive and file the report.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you, Councillor Peters, for doing that. Cache Creek Community Fund, Councillor Ranta.
Nothing new.
Thank you. Staff reports, annual expenditure report, and Community Works Fund balance. There's a recommendation that we receive and file the annual expenditure report.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. May 2025 payments made by the village office. Move to receive and file the report.
Second.
Any
Oh,
dis-
so moved. Did you move it?
Yeah, I did. Any discussion? Councillor
I just
Ranta?
have a question about the payments to the village of Ashcroft. $260,000.
Yeah.
That must be the landfill
Yes.
revenue,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, imagine how broke they'd be without us. Oh, are you coughing over there? On the motion to receive and file the report, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Information correspondence. There's outgoing correspondence. I would move that we receive and file the information correspondence.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Is there any new business? New business? Going, gone. Questions from the public? Yes.
I'm looking at the schedule of remuneration expenses for 2024.
Yeah.
Just wondering why there are different amounts under remuneration. Shouldn't they all be the same for council?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
CFO Martini.
The base wages for the council are the same. However, when they go to conferences, the per diem, which is a taxable income, gets to be part of the wage. And that only depends for the councilors that make the claim for those per diems. And therefore, now the wages declared are no longer going to be equal.
So how does the public know what remuneration council is collecting?
I think there can be an inquiry, and I can answer that question.
We're happy to
Like
answer that question.
The base wage.
Seems pretty clunky and obscure. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any further questions from the public? Any questions from the press?
No.
Okay, we have need of a closed session pursuant to section 90.1 and 90.2 of the community charter. Could I have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, opposed, carried. Brief break, come back in